Let me just get through this typical introduction. So, like, comment, and subscribe, share, turn on your post notifications. Check out the short feeds. It's a lot. If you like what you hear and see so far with this content, all I ask you to do is show support however way you can. Whatever way you can. Excuse me. So I want to start off by saying, so I used to always think that I was by myself, as far as like the way that I, was thinking, you know, and if you can relate to this, this video is definitely for you. Um, I used to just always think outside the box, man. I never felt, you know what I'm saying, like normal whatsoever. And I don't really know what normal is nowadays. I always could never sleep that well. Even as a young kid, I would be up like all night. Literally, a lot of times other kids would be asleep and I'm still up. I remember sneaking when I hear like the grown-ups, what we call grown-ups, coming when we're supposed to be in bed, sleep, and then I'll go act like I was asleep. My mind was always and is always wandering with thoughts and thinking. And at that age, I couldn't tell you what kept me up late. But this video really gonna be about me not necessarily knowing how to break down these titles. You know, I do believe certain people definitely incarnated here for certain reasons. Certain people reincarnated here. See, again, this type of content is not for simple-minded people. So if you think I'm crazy, you may want to take your meds, you know. And I'm saying certain things just to really say this, like, I do believe certain people are, you know, selected, chosen, light workers, empaths, all these different things I think is one and the same. Somebody left, and I'm making this video too, it's kind of a response to, you know, a comment or two I've heard, and also from a few people that asked me certain questions in my personal life. It's like certain people say, "Oh, we all the same. And there's nobody better than the next person. There's nobody, everybody's equal." I believe that to a certain degree. And me being the kind of underdog immortal that I am, I don't look at life as being fair for every single person because of my personal experiences. You know, my personal experience in life, I really believe, pushed me more to wonder why we were in the positions that we were in, as far as living in the inner city, poor, the same typical thing for us. Some people were fortunate enough to be, you know, in better living situations, but I was completely poor. I'm talking about we all was sleeping on the same bed. I mean, even so young where people was wet in the bed, and they peeing all on you. We so close. We so cold, we like in the bed like this trying to keep each other warm. These are memories that I've had, and more etc. without getting too deep. Excuse me. Um, far as seeing things, I've always seen things. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole big um from talking to psychiatrists and therapists, for me losing my mother at a young age and going through certain hardship. Yes, a lot of people are going through things as well, but I'm speaking about my life and speaking about how there are people I truly believe will sit here to complete a mission And then once that mission is over, if they only got one, then you know they ascend. Or if they don't complete that mission, then they do it again. Um, Also, you know, a lot of people, and I've heard a few people asking me about what the heck is that? Excuse me. Thought I was tripping, but yeah, there's been a lot of weird things going on, and honestly, too, man, it really seems like every time I get on here, too, like trying to just converse with the people and just, you know, speak about a lot of random things. Some things may not be so deep as others. And it seems like people just come out of nowhere trying to interrupt me or I'm serious, man. Like I said, lights was flickering, all type of weird things. But anyway, um, I was always the type of person too, man, that just give a person my last, man. That's why the whole street thing and trying to be tough and all that stuff, it just wasn't for me. You know? It just wasn't for me. So all I'm saying is this, like, I do think the enemy and whoever the enemy may be, because it can vary, it can vary. It comes in variations, the forms, colors, shades, all kind of things. You thinking somebody, stereotypically to be your enemy, and your enemy could look just like you and could be sitting right next to you. Some people I really believe just as well as they're light workers, people that's allegedly, I guess chosen, selected, all that. There are some people that's just here with no purpose. Only purpose they have is destruction. Only only purpose they have is to follow. They never was meant to lead anything, so they follow. They'll be like what we call send-offs. You see what I'm saying? Because we'll send a person off to go do a mission back in the day in my young ignorant times. But I've never been a send off. Like no one can ever just tell me, hey, go do something and I'm gonna go off on a dummy mission. Anything that I ever done for my quote unquote friends, and now that I realize there's not a such thing really, I did it out of love, out of because I care for them. You know what I'm saying? Love is strong. To me, love is the strongest emotion, if you want to if you want to call it that. Fear is strong, but some people say fear is stronger than love, but I tend to differ. I believe when you really love and care for somebody, it takes away a lot of fear, especially in the midst of danger. So a lot of things that I did back in the day for so-called friends, it was not for me just being a send-off or somebody telling me to go do something. I did it because I actually cared about the person and I didn't want to see anything bad happen to the individual while living in the inner cities. In general in life, but especially there is like a war zone. You got to go, especially the gas stations. We've seen all the videos. Imagine living there. I've been through there. I still got to go through there and talk to people. It's like, it's definitely playing chess. You got to definitely make the right moves in life. And I kind of got off topic a little bit, but it all goes back to me being in a situation and realizing like I don't belong in here. You know, I couldn't do all the street stuff and and just beat somebody up if they owed me money. That's how I kind of felt like I knew like this ain't for me, man. So what I'm saying too, at the same time of telling the story is, if you find these videos resonating to you, even though I know they're hating behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, however it is in life, gang stalking, then you may be a light worker, a chosen one, an empath, you know, anything in that type of category that I feel is one and the same. I never have no ill will to no individual, but I do react off energy. Like if a person is giving me negative energy and I feel like they don't like me or feel some kind of way or want to see me harmed or something, then my energy becomes 3 times, if not worse, than their energy. If you being a cool person to me and positive and I allow you to be in my circle around me, then I'm gonna show you probably way more love and respect that you ever showed me, regardless of how you look. But I am racial. Don't get it twisted. Because I understand who I am. I understand the missions. I understand the trouble, the drama, the headaches, the hardship that comes with being who I am. And it sucks knowing sometimes. Not sometimes, man. Some things sometimes I think back and I be like, man, sometimes I wish I would have probably took the blue pill. Because taking this red pill, man, this got me seeing things for what it really is. And that's why I keep my circle very small. Excuse me. So yeah, this is to my, I guess, like I said, my underdog immortals, light workers, selected individuals, you know. If you treating people the way you want to be treated and you live by certain things in life and at least try to be righteous, not perfect, because we are here. Unfortunately, we all are sinners. So I'm not speaking in a perspective of being perfect, being fair, like the scale. You know what I mean? And I couldn't say which one I am or what I would consider myself. But I know there's a lot of people that just don't like me regardless if I was on here making the videos or not. Regardless if I did anything wrong to anybody, I could be nice and polite. There's still going to be entities and individuals that don't like me and you just because of who we are and look this way. And for the ones that may look a little different and still on a path of trying to be righteous and maybe light workers and everything too, because light workers don't only look like this, they look, or people that may be selected for a certain mission, good-hearted people. You know what I'm saying? They come in all shades and colors. So yeah, this is just, a quick video just speaking about how a lot of us may not even know that we could be these light workers, chosen people, selected individuals. I do know a lot of people nowadays, they want to be, special. Don't we all want to be special? And I guess we all are special in our own ways. You know what I mean? But one thing too, I'll say this before I end this video, is don't step off into this type of field if you're not ready for it, because it's not for the weak. You know what I mean? A lot of these videos are really just testers, honestly, because I be wanting to get real deep and more deep on stuff, but I just want to see the reaction of the people. Plus, a lot of people are sensitive and, I don't got time and, trying to stop something that's not meant to be stopped. You know what I mean? It's inevitable. But yeah, so again, if you like this content and you're not subscribed, please do so. And share the videos is very important. And turning on your post notifications. Check out the live streams, the short feeds especially. I mean, all of it. The videos. I love to hear your feedback, whether it's positive or negative. But negative, I prefer not to hear. But, if you have a opinion, I would like to hear it. But hopefully it's in a respectable manner. I am a warrior. You are a warrior. This is a very difficult time. It's a scary time. Sometimes, man, there's stuff going on in the sky, and I know that we all going through a tough time, man. And just because you have you could be financially doing well. I know I just heard of somebody, I'm not even gonna get deep into that story because there's a lot to that, but they just took themselves out and they was worth millions of dollars and owned a lot of land and everything else. So that should tell you right there that just having money is not going to ultimately fully just make you happy. It can actually bring you more misery as well, depending on that situation. So yeah, man. So shout out to my light workers, to my truly chosen, selected individuals, man, because we are the ones that's gonna make and are making metamorphosis in a good way in this realm. And we deeply despise for it. But look, man, I'm rocking with you, you know, and that means anybody that's leaving a comment and saying, keep going, I appreciate it. And I continuously saying this because I'm letting you know I really do come from a humble place. But when I need to be cocky, when I need to bring that warrior spirit, it's automatically in me. Not on me, it's in me. So it's gonna react. It's like the this itself is a whole nother organism itself. So it's in us. It's not on us, it's in us. It gotta be in you to be what we're talking about, you know. And if it's okay if you're not neither, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you get what I'm saying. I ain't gonna get deep to it. Stay tuned for the next video. Leave the comments. It's triple ones. The God. Eyes are always on us. 13.